Listen, I thought I'd just drop by for a quick Wealth Coffee Chat Friday. We missed each other yesterday, and the reason for that is that I'm in a conference. I can see a few people in the background there, a few more people in the room, but hopefully everyone's awesome and well. While everyone's sort of jumping on, just a quick usual intros. Hello. For those who are new, Jason Witten's my name, as you can see down kind of there. For those who are returning, for those regulars who are here, good to see you guys, people like James and others. It's a bit hard to see the chats this morning. Morning, Alison. Morning, James. A few of you guys here. Can't really see the chats this morning, so yeah, we'll roll with it as we go. But for those who are putting stuff in the chat, good morning to you. Great to have you here as always. Anyone who's new, Jason Witten's my name. Been property investing over 20 years and coaching property investors across Australia and New Zealand over 18. And each day, most days, we get together, have a quick coffee chat. And about 8 o'clock in the morning. This morning I'm getting in maybe a few minutes early, just to sort of let you guys know what's going on today, because I put a bit of a question in the chat for you guys. How often do you check in on your progress, your goals, your direction, where you're going? Because often I think people check in not enough. It's an interesting one, gang. Now, I've done a lot of business work over the years. Part of my wealth plan is growing businesses, and part of my wealth plan is growing my property portfolio. I've got a sort of two-pronged strategy for my wealth creation, and I've been working on that, like I've said, 20 odd years. And, it's going well. But, how often do you check in? Because it's an interesting one, I think, and many of us potentially, when we're in sort of jobs and careers, might not check in enough to keep ourselves on track, because it's common behavior. It's common behavior in business. It's common behavior in all sorts of places to check in on progress and your goals very, very regularly, at least every quarter. Businesses are kind of trained to check in every quarter on how you're going. Are you hitting your goals? Are you getting your things done? How's the profit? How's the returns? Are we heading in the right direction? You're in the property of business, business of property. You've got a property business. Let's check in every quarter. Let's make sure we check in. Are we on track? Because waiting to the end of the year or waiting a few years to see if you're on track is just not enough, gang. And often I sadly, have clients who sort of, hey, listen, I can't buy any more properties, so I'll see you guys when I can, or maybe I don't need to call my coach. I don't need to call my coach because there's nothing I can do. And sadly, what we find often is if you haven't checked in, for 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, you might lose your way. And, probably just a bit of a shout out reminder today on today's Wealth Coffee Chat. How often do you, it's your responsibility, make time, important time, to check in with your coach, with your support team, with your 6-star team, to check whether you're on track, whether they're on track, you're on track together, whether you can buy another property or not. Whether, I think the most important time to keep checking in is in your consolidation phase, where you've bought the properties you need, but you just need to tune these things. You tune them, you tune the rents, you tune, maybe your psychology, you tune where you're at, so you don't lose your way, you don't lose the vision, you don't lose the passion, you don't lose the belief in what you're up to as a property investor, your business of property investing. How often are you checking in on that one? And I thought I'd just give it a shout out today, because I'm checking in today with a heap of people here in business. That's my business of property investment coaching, and my life partner, my wife Shay, we're here today together, checking in on our goals, our personal goals, our business goals, and we do that every quarter, which is super cool. So, thought I'd give that a bit of a shout out. Chuck it in the chat. How often are you checking in? And if you're not checking in often enough, at least a quarter with the people that matter for you gives you a bit of a rationale check, a bit of a sanity check, a bit of an on or off target check. Then, I highly encourage you to get that pattern of check-in, reset, recharge, refocus when it comes to your goals and your property investing. So, yeah, thought I'd give you guys a bit of a shout out as you go along. Hey, Vi, thanks for the shout out there. Good to see you guys on. Michelle, Jeff, Deanne, Seneth, Greg, you guys here, James, Vivian. Great to see you guys popping by this morning. So thanks for a little bit of the shout out as well. But gang, I'll leave it there. Coffee and a chat done today, a little short one. But are you checking in with who you need to check in with to stay on track? Property investing is a marathon, not a sprint, and it takes time to get where you want to go. And you have to make sure you do micro adjustments as you're going along, because big adjustments take effort and time. You let things run out over years, there's a big gap there where if you're just checking in quarterly at the minimum, you can keep things on track when it comes to your investing, your property portfolio, your mojo, your energy, whatever it might be. So anyway, thought I'd check in just to say hello, let you know what I'm doing. I'm in a conference, doing that for myself and for my property investing and my business, and wondering what you're up to, wondering where you're at with this sort of thing. All right, that's it from me. Coffee and a chat done. Join me again on Monday, gang. As always, chuck something in the chat if you want me to, talk about, something that's topical, maybe something on your mind, something that you've seen or heard. Chuck it in the chat so I can answer your questions. I've done it for a few people in the last week or so. So there you go. All right, okay, that's it from me. Coffee and a chat done. You're awesome. Thanks for joining me. And hey, listen, have a great weekend. All right, bye-bye.